Alright, we should now be live, which is amazing. So, it's been a bit, but I'm here to VOD review some more students of mine. We have a good amount of VODs, and if I have any time left over, I will VOD review on my own sets, if I can find one on stream, because I don't really record them anymore or look over them. I'm very reflective in the moment, which I feel like is a very important skill, but I could definitely be missing stuff from time to time. Anyways, first of all, Ruby X, they went good. They went saying in their VODs first. And we're coming reviewing them versus a Mennonite, which is actually a really tough matchup. This matchup I think is really tough. And I think it's Mennonite favored, despite, Rob being generally the better character. I'm excited to talk about it. So first of all, while Mennonite does win in this matchup, he is a very linear character. He is looking for two things. He's looking for either grab or a dash check. Now, both of these I consider burst options because they have to run up at you and then they have to do them. They have to run up towards you. And I think just dashing at someone is surely a very bad game plan. Especially when you're fighting someone who has like amazing range, like Rob. He can throw gyro, he can throw laser. Down tilt's really big, forward is pretty big. Nair is huge. So you just have a bunch of these big hitboxes and you're trying to use them to avoid getting dash attacked or grabbed. Off stage can also be really tough. You try and make sure you can have as much gas available to you, because when you do go off stage, it's going to be very tough, even with a good amount of gas. Anything else I want to talk about for this matchup? I think no matter what, you need to consider this. Are you going to die more likely from the sides or from above? I think for this matchup, it's kind of a mix of both. Because there's bridge combos with like downer, and there's also just like the classic upper stuff. So I think no matter what, you're gonna be dying a good amount. So I think it's also, do you prefer getting earlier kills? Now with like gyro combos, if you can land a gyro combo, it doesn't really matter on the stage. It's gonna like kill like zero. So it really depends on how often you think that stuff is gonna happen. And like you can zero death Mennonite of like a footstool, like you can like footstool punish with if you're holding gyro in hand, but a lot of people don't know how to do that. So I do not blame you for going to like a smaller stage to like try finding those kills because you're not as proficient with gyro. I mean, the only person who knows how to do the footstool gyro zero deaths is like Titanium, but he's not even a top player. He's like the nest boy of Rob's. Okay, let's get into this.
Ruby X going with the Rob and Joy-Cons off.
I think dashing back and going, hey, this is my space. I'm okay in here in this corner. I'm gonna throw gyro at you. I think this is completely fine. The other thing is currently, if you get hit by a dash attack, to my knowledge, you are not in death percent. Hello, a football in Greymore. How are you doing today? So in this corner, because Rob's actually so heavy, you're not risk dying at zero. Rob's one of the few characters that cannot like get dash attacked and die at zero, or grabbed and die at zero. They need a little bit of chip damage. And the main way that Mennonite will get chip damage is through dash attack into up smash, which is honestly pretty awkward for Mennonite to get here due to that lack of space. And the other thing is if dash attack crosses up, Mennonite's now stuck in the corner versus Rob, who's also pretty good at edge carding through the use of like tossing down gyros and stuff. The other way you get damage is like doing like a nair into dash attack. But once again, Nair was sent off stage. So I think it was actually amazing positioning and like an amazing, hey, here's I'm in this corner. I'm okay
Course,
with being in the corner right now, and you have to respect the fact I'm in the corner.
you know what
You
character
get a
he's
nice
playing.
laser. Honestly,
It's losers finals.
let's see. Yeah, okay. So I think
You know what
honestly
character
you
he's
should be more okay with being in that position. You don't need to be overly aggressive with the
Fine.
snare. And look, I like this drift back.
Hits
Let's
Lucius
watch a
Spino.
second there. There's like some little footsies, but that's not really greatly spaced.
Joy-Cons looking to make a statement.
Nice.
Rejuvenated.
And see, now you're all stage. This basically all happened because of that one poorly positioned nair. You have to be really smart about your nairs. Doesn't matter versus what character. Because think about this. Nair is -2 on shield, but every character in the game except Cosmia, if they're holding your gyro, for example, no matter what, if you poorly space that shit, they can do gyro as a shield. Majority of characters can do that. Now even if they are holding gyro, a lot of characters can punish it as you. Maybe not like me gunner. Me gunner can probably get away with it a little bit more. But you need to keep that in mind that you need to space those nairs very well. I was actually a big fan of you drifting back with the first nair. I think that was a really good way to go, hey, you cannot burst in at the moment. You have to be patient. However, the other concern is that you can't get with punished for that, which is why I also agree with when you did it. You did it so after the nair was over, you were still in the air, so you could still then pressure with a forward air. I think that's really good. Hello, Finn. How are you doing?
After. Oh.
And then they.
Oh.
Oh, you're out of gas. That's
Wow.
unfortunate.
I I don't even know.
Um, I think charging up gyro is fun here. Um, yeah, those high frames. There's nothing really else for you to do. I wish you would also go back in the
About now.
corner. Now let's see what happens here. Do
I
do.
feel like
Okay, then they messed up. They should have gone for
about
another down
that.
air.
Uh, I feel like
But honestly, like generally, you should not
I
be
feel like
dying at
Joy-Con's
0 in this
biggest
matchup. From at least from like dash attacks.
problem
Grab's
is
a little bit
SC.
different,
That's
but it also should be harder for them to find
literally
grabs.
like I feel it's just crazy how
Nice, I really like that.
many times he's lost stocks off of himself. And I don't
Nice, we got some damage. And see, even though you've been in really scary positions, you're getting way more damage. Their combos in general do not
I mean
give them
they
that
both
much
ended up
damage.
losing the stock at the same time. So
Okay,
I'm
you see that cape?
curious.
Your first instinct should not be ice side B. It should be ice shield. You gotta respect the sword because the sword can actually kill pretty early. Like I can't kill you here, but I can kill pretty early and has amazing knockback. So if you can shield it and punish it, that's huge. In here, I don't know if this does happen. I haven't watched this VOD yet, but just like flickering up that shield when the cape happens, especially in the situation where it's even, tells them, hey, I cannot condition this person currently into getting hit by a cape if I'm desperate for the kill.
Like, are these SCs gonna matter? I mean, we'll have to see. I don't know
Dash attack.
because
Here, honestly, like getting grabbed is kind of scary, but you're at such high percent. It's not like you can get zero death from it. Um, so honestly, I think making sure that like you hold up shields, because like currently the only thing that can really kill you is if you get dash attacked into a beat. That's like the only real kill confirm they have, or drag down back air. So if you respect those options and sometimes just accept the grab, it'll generally be okay. Especially because, once again, they have to burst in and commit.
I wasn't really hyper analyzing, but I was kind of lurking. I was definitely
Yes, so here, they have to burst in if they want damage. They have to burst in. So the fact that you held up shield before, like, look when you hold up
I
shield.
wasn't really hyper
I
analyzing,
hope this
but
like makes sense.
I was kind of lurking.
But see, look, they're super high in the air, and you're here holding shield. Even if they did like fast fall into like dash attack, your shield, like that shield ain't saving you because it's not gonna get there yet. That dash attack simply isn't gonna get there yet. Instead, you want to pressure them. You want to go, hey, you're not getting in that scary zone. Instead, you actually let them get in a very good position on
I
the
was
ground when it does
definitely seeing
become
a lot
scary.
of
Now they played it safe. They went for a nair, but I think you just need to keep that in mind. That is a danger zone. Instead of letting them safely get into it, you need to do as much as possible to make sure they cannot benefit from it, or they just can't get in that zone in the first place. Let me make sure no one else is chatting. Cool, cool, cool. But I hope
like
that makes sense.
Joy Cons
You don't really need spot
piece,
dodge
which I
there.
guess as Meta Knight, you have many opportunities to do that because
And I will say this Meta Knight, despite the fact their game plan is very I need to burst in and get that damage, they've actually been playing very patient, and especially at percents where they no longer need those things. And instead they're kind of just waiting for that dash attack up B on that second stock, for example. They're actually playing incredibly patient. Um, so that is something I'd also start considering when fighting this player. I need to respect more than just hold W dash attack. I need to respect the fact that they might just stand still or hold shield or actually dash away from me.
um, all of your aerials,
That was a very greedy side B, but it does
most
work out.
like almost all your air.
I actually wish you held gyro here, and the reason why I wanted you to hold gyro here is no matter what, Mennonite basically has to either go to ledge or cape, and gyro is very non-committal. You can just C drop it, and that's like your ledge trap, and then you can just C drop and then react to the cape if they try caping around you. So here, I honestly wish you just held W here. You did the C drop gyro, and then you just waited.
Sorry, not aerials. All of your
Like here, yeah, now you know they had to go to ledge. The moment they did that air dodge, they cannot cape there.
specials
Cape does not go insanely far.
put you into free fall. So if you just put yourself in the wrong spot, you will just die.
Uh-oh.
But I mean, the thing about Meta
I'm a huge fan of how you're DI.
Knight is that
I don't know if it's the most optimal way,
he
but
has
you are punishing them and you're getting
like that
these
oppressive like up
these
air
hits,
trains and
which are huge.
which is just gonna do a bunch of damage if they're not ready for it.
I'd also be careful doing this air dodge. You can just not hit anything. You didn't need to hit a button there. You did. You didn't get punched for it, so I'm not gonna criticize it too hard. But it was not necessary in that moment.
And I think what Joy-Cons likes to do
Nice forward
is
air.
just kind of catch you by surprise, like up B, or
Nice
ooh
up
wow, great
smash.
punish on that.
You did another one of those air
Ooh, tried to
dodges.
do the little
You
oh
teched
wow,
that.
good tack. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things that Joy-Cons really likes to do, and it's not. And while it seems like it's
Nice.
easy to punish,
Huge damage.
it's definitely harder than
Ooh,
it
the
looks.
mix
You
up.
know, there's a reason why Joy-Cons has done so
Oh, I like that C drop.
well in
Really
these
nice
silver
mix up.
brackets. But Ruby
Oh,
X is keeping
yeah, here you just do down B. You do down B and you place a
it
gyro on
close
that
here
ledge.
as he's able to get some good
And see where they land? They land on ledge. And then you either land on ledge with using their jumps, or they have to go to ledge.
damage.
And either way is really good for you.
Now he just needs.
If you place that gyro
I mean,
down.
I feel like both these players
Nice swat.
just need a
Just
good
going, hey, you
just one
can't
good
get this
smash
back
attack
air. Because right now, the thing they need to kill you now is either a back air, a forward smash, or dash attack into a B.
really. Oh, this could be the
Oh, no. You always just up smash.
punish he needs. No, oh my god. And the F smash
Up
barely
smash will
not
definitely just kill
connecting
there.
for Joy Cons. I really thought he was gonna get hit by that.
Or you can also just grab.
Okay,
Um, Midnight is very short, so it's actually really hard to do that. Robin struggles with the same thing, where I sometimes can't near out a shield what he does, because a lot of characters pancake a
misses
little
the
when they
punish
land,
there and Joy Cons able to
and especially
capitalize.
small characters, they do it all the time.
Not much left for. Oh wow, that backer was very risky from Ruby X, but
Ah,
oh,
oh
oh okay. He waited. He waited for the punish. I
no!
respect it. That. Oh
Oh, you got
no,
so lucky.
Joy Cons.
So we went game one. Nice. What are some things we need to consider into game two? Especially because we basically got lucky. They messed up their parry attempt or whatever they were trying to do that made them mess up. So how should we adapt? Oh my god, I already got 2 subscribers from the stream. That's crazy. Let me actually update the sub goal first. That's crazy. Goal amount 6 2. Title 770 subs. 07 17 2026. Nice. Thank you, y'all. Hello, Jack Villa. So, what should our adaptation be from game one to game two? Well, they didn't like zero death us, but they killed us every time by using a burst option until a kill confirmed. So I think we need to respect the fact that they need to burst in to get their damage, and we need to fight them to make sure they're not in that space to use their burst options. Um, that can be through not shielding when you land instead of like mashing jab, which can catch a dash attack or a grab, especially a grab, in fact. This can be also through just holding shield when they are looking for that dash attack up, and when grab will no longer potentially kill you. And I think the other thing we need to work on is like the main thing we also need to work on is just the traps. A lot of the time they got to ledge just safely, or they landed on stage just fine, and then they got into that burst zone eventually. I think the combination of those two is what's making this match as close as it currently is. I think the last thing is just watching out for our nairs on shields. We need to properly space
Let go
those.
of shield just fortunate. Cool mistakes that go through.
Right? I was saying
And people are talking, so I want to turn that down a little bit more.
seed 1 and 2 in losers final. This is fucking insane.
Nice
Yeah, like
damage.
Both of which
Ooh,
Sweet JP has
okay, nice
beaten
advantage
this
state so
fucking
far.
bracket. This phase of bracket.
So here we're already in a very scary situation. What they hit us with. I need to go back and see what they hit us with.
Sweet JP has beaten this fucking bracket.
So they hit us with the first part of the
This
uppy
phase of bracket.
into forwarder. Now here we know what do we know they want? They want a dash attack. So first of all, I would immediately start SDIing it away. I'd preemptively be flicking my stick that direction. Now we actually do manage tech here.
yes.
I don't know why they went for a down tilt here. That dash attack would have been just fine. And that could have been a really scary situation for us. Dash attack actually would have been perfect for them, but they don't. So we get away with that. Now, I think teching there is great. We weren't expecting getting hit by that. You can also DI up, and that might have let you actually jump, which would be my suggestion, is to like mash jump in that situation. Um, but that was very scary, but they messed up. Not much I can criticize you for there. That's one of those situations. It's kind of like getting hit by Kazuya, Electric Godfist when they're like next to the blast zone. Like you kind of just deserve to get nared twice and then die. But they messed up. They didn't recognize
Oh,
it.
it's like Sweet JP.
My computer keeps
You could think
unplugging
he could
itself.
take it home, but um, we'll have to see because it's the 1 and 2 seeds.
Here we're just. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the punish here? So there, I believe you actually SDI'd in, because it normally should not be pulling
I'm
in.
really liking this
We're
aggression
gonna
from
die
Joy
here.
Cons. Oh my wait,
Oh,
oh he's dead.
that was
He's
good.
dead.
That
He
was
just
good. That
died.
was good.
Now he lives. Back here.
Oh,
Nope.
Yeah, we could have survived that. If we recognized that we were very low on gas, or basically out of it, and we could have jumped earlier. That was a very unfortunate
Oh my
situation, and let's talk about it.
yeah.
Let's talk about how it happened.
we'll have to see
Here in
because
this
it's
situation,
the one and
you
two
do
seeds.
laser, and you push in with a nair. Now nair, it's not a really good move for this situation. The risk reward is not there. If you land the snare, what happens? Okay, cool. They're out of your zone for a short time, and I like that you're trying to fight back, but they are kind of stuck in shield. So you can just instead make sure they are stuck in that shield by either throwing gyro, which will catch them unshielding and won't be that much minus if they do hold shield. Another thing is doing forward air because it's less committal and it actually comes out in front of you appropriately. But Nair takes much longer to actually get out and doesn't really give you much more reward. Oh yeah, see, we got hit at
Yeah.
13% because of one
Yep,
mistake.
going after. I'm really liking this
We missed a tech.
aggression from Joy-Cons. Oh my, wait,
Oh,
oh, he's dead.
that was
He's
good.
dead.
That
He
was
just
good. That
died.
was.
Here we cliff jumped. Here we cliff
Now
jumped.
he lives. Back here.
Oh, we
Nope.
messed up.
Gas prices
And because of that, we
going
died.
up, and he's out of there.
So that was mostly our fault. I won't say like the Mennonite like did anything crazy to you.
No, that
It was just
I
a
don't know.
series of
Ruby kind of
unfortunate
messed up
events.
there, and oh
Very
my
good
God,
DI
John's just trying to.
and nice
Dude,
Oh
recognition
no,
I
that you
love
could do
this.
something
I
there.
love this so much.
that's
Okay, that's actually huge that they
should be
SD,
Okay, well,
but
God.
that
that's
was
kind
very
of
scary.
No.
okay.
Yeah, a little too greedy there, but I respect it. I respect it.
Dude, he wants to kill him.
Here, I don't know if they can grab you to get a kill,
He's
so I'd
so
be more comfortable holding
angry. I
shield.
love it.
Because you could probably die from a dash attack, but I
Yeah,
don't
like
think you could with a grab.
this is fun gameplay to watch for sure. Oh,
Weird side B.
These side. How is he getting away with these side beats, dude?
I know. Oh,
Um, okay, alright.
not getting away with
Okay,
Thanks,
that one.
he
Vegetite.
died. He
Not
died.
getting away with that one.
Commentator's curse.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah. Needs one more hit. He's not gonna go for it.
oh
Um,
no.
yeah,
Oh my
jab's pretty
God.
good from
Oh, good
Midnight.
forward air.
Good, good recognition.
Yeah, I don't know why we went up to dip low just to go back up. I think we dipped too low, just because they love us going low. It's a lot easier for Mennonite to cover the low versus the high. And if you watch Brujo versus Samba when he's playing Mennonite, most times Samba will cover by going hella high.
Oh my
And
God.
majority of the
What
time
this
Samba will
game?
just
What
go
is
in the
this
W
game?
sky.
gas. W gas.
They keep just dying.
Down throw.
Oh,
Nair dash attack. Oh.
nice. They mess up.
Okay.
I'm
Dash
really
check.
liking the patience of
Nice attack.
Joy-Cons compared to at the start of this game.
Yeah. No, I think that's
Like
definitely a good.
he dropped that stock and he locked in, dude. His
Nice
dash
back
shield.
air.
Good
Okay, I
grab.
like that grab. I like that
Okay,
grab.
now what's our ledge trap? Because we know that this up P can hit us.
He's gonna go for the down
As we get greedy, we go for the downer. Just place gyro here. Just place gyro here.
air. Oh,
Oh.
okay. Not gonna land it. Oh my
Up,
God.
up,
Wait.
up, up,
Do do
and
do.
away!
Okay,
Oh
sound
my.
1-1. So honestly, it shouldn't have been that close in the first place. The midnight kind of like screwed us up. But what can we learn from this? Our disadvantage and how we were using gas is not that good. Um, we had an opportunity to survive and we just didn't. I feel like overall we are wasting a lot of gas. Um, like that second situation, you went high and then you dipped hella low and then you had to go so far to go back up again. Like you didn't go to like to the bottom of blast zone or anything. Like you just went way too low. And that's a huge waste of gas, and that's why we died there. Also recognizing when you can jump is really important. Uh, I think your default should be aiming to go high.
God, dude, he's like Kalashi.
Oh, well, no.
I feel like
PS2, that's fine. We die off the top a little bit earlier. Um, but it's not like he's gonna just kill us anyway. Like no matter what, we're probably just gonna die.
it's better
So it's
than
not like
just
I'm
plain
upset
Rod
or
into
anything by
this.
this
I
choice.
have no fucking clue about the matchup chart, but Rod just beats everybody, even if he's big.
Yeah, I mean that's
Nice. When you make sure he's not landing on the center of
that's
doom.
fair.
You're not landing on the center of doom. Okay.
Because also, I feel like
Oh, See, no. What is the reward? What is the risk reward on this dash attack? If we hit it, we get 8%. We get like 8%. If if we don't, they can't punish it at a shield. Which they could have just like done in there or a grab, which would have been more scary because they can definitely just grab out a shield that, and that could have been hella scary. They decided not to, but they do get the stash attack. And what does this lead to? Oh, you're stuck on that platform, and they got 20%, and now you're in the death zone. You're in the death zone. Death percent. This is very roughly the last percent you died at. Like last game, you died at this percent.
You can't do anything about that.
All because of what? You wanted a dash attack.
Okay. Yeah, both players are playing
Nice
a little more
nair.
patient in general, which is definitely
I like that drift back. I love that drift back.
Yeah. I mean, it's PS2.
Nice.
You have a lot more room to play patient. You don't have to. You're not in each other's threat range all the fucking time.
Yeah, just keep them out of your zone. We get hit by this forter. The only thing we needed to watch out for was the stash attack.
Oh my god.
Which just gets us killed. And wanna know why the stash attack hits us? Okay, watch what happens after you get hit by this. After this forter, look. You mashed down B. You had time to air dodge or jump away.
Oh my god.
Guess what frame is that? Let me check what frame that is. If it's frame 1, then sure. You're always gonna hit. But to my knowledge, it's not frame 1. ROB. Special attacks. Yeah, that's frame 3. So you could have air dodged and you could have jumped away. Which would be way better to jump away, by the way. Way better jump. But instead we die because we tried mashing gyro.
Again.
Well, it's okay. We're not too far behind.
I don't know how he hits those.
And then we're going for this greedy side B that wanted to kill in the first place.
Yes!
Oh, and we get grabbed. What's
There, dash attack.
oh?
Yep.
What happens? Okay, we caught that death zone, but barely. Oh,
That's what I would have did.
okay, we're not in the corner. We put ourselves on ledge. I don't know why we put ourselves on ledge. It's okay being in the corner, but it's way different to be on ledge. Because we only get edge guarded.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Kill him! Kill him!
He could.
Just focus on trying to get to ledge or try and get some gas.
Okay.
Edge guarding is very important, but in that situation, you are in disadvantage basically the entire time. Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
That just was
incredible call out in the air dodge. We are standing in front of the shield. Awesome.
They messed up. This Vods glitching the hell out.
He tried the combo.
He tried to kill him.
We wasted laser.
I like the side B.
Nice grab. And we got greedy and we get reversal.
Oh my god.
They don't kill us, fortunately.
Might as well.
But now we're getting to that point where dash attack into up with circle. Maybe with a little bit more percent. Oh, I think they found it.
Yeah,
I think they found it.
Uh,
Now we're getting edge guard. We're using a lot of gas here.
Dude, Meta Knights have it so easy ledge trapping.
We did a weird side B that won't ever land.
How do you beat that?
I don't know.
Nice. I liked that.
Like in my college, I have a Meta Knight player, and it's like I mean, I guess I kind of.
You're also doing a lot of these rules as a shield.
I'm kind of.
And just rolling a charm, which I think we should also be mindful of. They haven't really been punishing it, so I didn't mention it, but I think to keep in mind. And we get edge guarded and we die. Now they put themselves off stage, so we need to snap our ledge trap. We need to put gyro right here.
What do you do here?
Or we need to hold shield with gyro in our hand.
Oh my god.
If they fail forward us, you can just do C drop into side B.
Gyro combos have to go fucking bananas, right?
If you know.
Nice up air.
Insane, yeah.
We used our laser.
We'll have to ask Ninja Pogs on that.
And we committed to forward smash, up, and then we committed down smash. I'm like, hey, please hit us with the death move.
Oh no.
Please hit us with the grab.
There.
Okay, yeah, and it doesn't matter.
Scared.
Boom.
And he's gonna get.
Okay, it's okay. They messed up. We're now out of the death zone, but we're now at death percent from like a straight dash attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Was it
Yeah,
punish?
punish?
Nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think up.
I wonder if down throw up smash would have killed there. I'm not sure.
Ooh, down throw. Yeah, maybe down throw would have been
Nice. Here, you just go for the grab. You go for the grab.
better there. Rubik doesn't
It's an issue if they parry that, you can just
gone for
dash
many
check you.
down airs or down throws.
Oh, buddy.
So I think, in my opinion, it's way better
Oh
just
my
going for the
god.
grab
Good
there.
drift. Good drift. Okay,
Oh my
stop
Okay,
god.
and
pressing
they hit
ledge.
you
I love
at
you.
37.
I'm gonna
Weird
press
down
Pro
there.
Rush.
Oh, the gyro. I
W
saved me.
gyro. Surely he didn't mean to do that, right?
Okay.
Oh no.
They have gyro, but that doesn't really matter. They don't really benefit from
Oh,
gyro.
she's lagging. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oop.
Dash attack.
Okay. It's getting a little bit scary now, but grab cannot kill us anymore.
Super threat
If
me.
they land a grab, they get damaged and don't get a kill. Now we should be more comfortable getting
Oh,
that
the rolls.
like that. This is
Oh,
okay-ish.
Grab release. Yes, I like
And then we just did nothing after we
that. I
dashed
love
out.
me some grab release jab.
We could
Oh,
right.
right
smash
there.
jab,
Got him.
and it
Don't
Got
would
get
that.
have
back. You're gonna game's
worked.
over.
And then we did
Oh,
side B off ledge.
I mean,
okay. Well,
what do you even do if you're Rubik?
Streamline.
You're just gonna die.
oh my land, dude.
And then we did double roll,
He's so scared.
and then another roll.
Okay, don't do that, man.
Oh no.
Down tilt. Jab.
Okay.
Good.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean,
Just rip nair. Just rip nair.
there's
Just
not
rip
much you
nair.
can.
No,
You
he's
might
scared.
as
He
well.
wants to keep it.
Nice, near
Okay, he
kills.
died
His
to
Vods
Rob
glitching
Nair
out.
off the top. Okay, as long as he doesn't get ninja pug, he's fine. Okay.
Oh.
Untechable.
That's it.
Yes, so we need to watch out for these rolls. And we need to stop with these smash attacks. You are not respecting the risk reward from you hitting them versus them hitting you in a lot of these situations. And I feel like you just aren't respecting them. Like this guy literally killed you at 20%. You're just like you did forward smash into down smash while he was actively in the I'ma kill you now part of his neutral.
Okay. JV2.
So
Game
skip
for
Yep. There you go.
George Franz
yeah,
is.
Ulysses 3-1.
Oh no. Okay.
Uh
No.
Bro.
oh, what happened here?
Yeah, just
Oh Lord Almighty.
grab release jab. Cheese. Oh,
I want to skip near the end, but there's a character
Yeah. I
swap.
mean,
I figured.
oh, the.
It's Charizard.
You really have to like
Okay,
use
you
either
go for
Thor and
Pokemon
Charge.
Trainer. Better matchup for sure. Only downside is you get edge guarded even harder, and there's less you can do about it.
Your advantage.
And the
Yeah,
bot
but see,
is
that's the thing.
laggy.
Ivysaur's recovery just gets hurt, and Charizard.
You burst in. I'm actually unfamiliar with how if you could get zero death as Squirtle from a grab or dash attack at zero, but you are pretty light. And to my knowledge, you are a fast faller-ish.
Is fat
So
and
just be
fucking
mindful of that.
small.
Okay,
Yeah.
You should have to
nice.
play Squirtle in this matchup instead of
Patience, and then we get a lucky
kill.
side B.
Guess it is. Okay.
We're just kind of linked up you and him,
Hold
but
on.
it's working.
He is putting on damage.
Okay.
We aren't respecting his
Punisher,
zero deafness
Stunner.
whatsoever. Now we're definitely in the zero death
Well,
zone.
oh my god, and
We
people
do a
don't
very
But
greedy
see,
understand
up
what
B,
were we just saying? No, it's
but it worked out.
really hard to just hold shit
Nice
until the
grab.
ulti hits. Oh,
Caught up
he
them
got
I mean,
rushing you
oh my
down.
god, that could have been a
We do a
very
flare blitz, that's
we are
okay.
missing flare blitz from Ledge. Oh my.
Yeah, you're in like the death zone now.
Meta Knight Java is kind of weird because like you get past his like his
You
jab
got
and then
out of that
his
scary
last
spot.
hit of jab is like
Yeah,
hits
the guy
further
Claimed with
out.
that.
the finisher always hits.
They messed up. They should have just checked you. Killed you.
Okay. Stream lagging that. Okay, so
Nice
yeah,
out
this
of shield
Charizard can
option.
take the stock.
Okay, what happens?
He's
Okay.
got his head on
What
his
happens
shoulders.
now?
I think the counter pick was the right choice.
Yeah, I mean
They hit you with
it's
tornado.
forcing Joy-Cons to like
Here you can start feeling a bit more safe as Squirtle holding shield.
figure out this matchup now.
Nice damage,
Oh, good
damage.
pratfall. Good pratfall.
Now we don't know what happens after that, but
Oh, oh, that's
Nice F smash. That's actually a really
gets
good
the
F
ledge, I
smash.
guess.
wow, okay, gets the F smash though.
They go for side B
Nice.
shenanigans.
That's it. I
Nice
guess
grab.
the tether does beat out that
Ooh,
side
the
B
down
shoot.
air.
Oh,
Ooh, the
No
oh,
way.
down air. Big fan of
I
that.
mean, okay,
well, it's up.
Meta Knight's not gonna die, but like, yeah,
He should
It
be able to
messed
die.
up.
He's got the best fucking recovery in the game. But like that those
You're
down
not
airs
as
are
heavy,
scary.
so
If you can just
it's
time
not
it
as
really fast.
consistent
Yep, grab
at
release
the later
grab.
percents versus side B sword compared to Rob and Charizard.
and okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Weird
and
decision
Wow,
making
nice,
from
he
him.
lives that.
dude.
Later smash down smash. Fair enough. Hello, Kevin. Kevin Brady.
Stream is very laggy. Oh my god, he lives.
We jump out of the corner.
Ivysaur surviving
You
a lot
race
longer
relief.
than
I
you think
like
he
Race
that
would.
tech.
relief. And I'm shocked that doesn't kill. How has your day been going? It's been going pretty well. Um, I went internet tournament in like a month because I've been learning box controller. Um, but one of my friends was hosting a tournament. It's pretty small, and I decided to enter it, and I won the whole thing, which was pretty nice. It was only like a 5-man bracket, but I'm still pretty happy. Um, and then I had some Taco Bell for dinner. So very W day.
He's
Chase
still
with the race
alive.
relief.
Hmm.
Gotta protect. Yeah, just beat out the jab.
That is the best way
How's
to
your day been?
avoid that.
Yeah, that's just a lot of I don't want you in the Death Zone, but I don't want to die either.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
yeah,
Kill. Oh
that just
my
Okay,
made
so how do we
that
mess
god.
made
this up?
Charizard up throw. Couldn't get
I'm
out of
okay
that.
with Squirtle here.
That's
Like, and remember that
Yep,
Becker's pretty accurate.
that takes it. That takes it.
Honestly, I wish you stuck with Squirtle
a
here.
little.
Stream. Oh my
It's just
god,
easier
I
rack up
can't. I
damage,
can't fucking see
and you can play, you can like run away
anything.
better.
We went into the
Okay.
back rooms for a second.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
What?
No.
No. Oh
Wow.
my
Okay, we
god, dude,
live.
Ivysaur's broken
Okay.
as shit. Fuck this character. Why can he do that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna recover
Oh,
from the
oh,
depths of hell.
oh,
Oh, please
oh,
hit this.
Well, he might die here.
And
kill.
he's out!
Oh my god.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Okay. It's all of a sudden even.
Yeah. Let's talk about how we got to here.
Why can he do that?
This all happened because you tried back airing our
I
shield.
don't know.
I'm gonna
When
recover from the
the
depths.
back air, to my knowledge, isn't really the greatest at hitting small opponents.
Of hell. Oh, please hit this.
Well, he
You
might
die.
die here.
And
Okay. It's all of a sudden even.
I'd much rather see Squirtle in this position.
Oh no.
Because boom,
after
Oh my god.
dash attack,
nice swamp.
Oh,
switch.
that.
But here's the fear. Actually, that's actually huge. Because I don't think you die from a dash attack
Wow.
anymore
Yeah, switch right
or a
there.
Yeah.
grab.
You just have to push
But
right
this
there.
does start to
Okay.
get scary.
Up air. Goes to the back air, not gonna hit.
Ooh, no F
And the other thing is also scary because you can't swap to the guys that are actually made to
smash.
kill.
F smash is fucking
You get
impossible.
hit. It's a bit safer. Swap to Ivy Sword
For
now.
sure.
Nice call out.
Interesting. Oh,
Grab.
Oh,
wow.
oh,
That gave him the perfect position to punish them.
Okay, how did
that
we
was
lose this?
crazy. Oh,
Oh, they're both
Down
scared.
tilt, dash attack. We get edge guarded
One more.
probably.
Oh, one edge guard would
one
have been it
edge guard
there.
here. Yeah.
We mess up the down air.
Ah, yeah.
We go for a greedy F
Nice
smash, and then we do that roll
Oh,
again.
oh,
What the fuck?
oh.
Oh,
You can't
dash
see.
attack.
Nice
Oh, I'm
razor
seeing
relief.
a little
Razor leaf.
Double razor
Dash
relief.
attack. What the fuck?
Triple
razor
razor
leaf
relief.
again.
And then we
Switches
swap
to
into big
Charizard.
boy.
That's sad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here dash attack into a B might kill Charizard.
You knew we wanted to
I
grab
think
it.
it's so
You
late
knew.
to
Yeah,
that percent.
you just want to.
Oh no!
Oh, it hits you with that. That's unfortunate. Also, I wish you stuck it out with Rob, even if you thought you were gonna lose. Um, so honestly, I think you're playing it like the neutral, generally better as Rob versus the PT. Um, did it live update? Wait, did it update live? Wait, if so, that's huge. Yo, thank you whoever subscribed. That's huge. I didn't know it automatically update. That's awesome. Um, but yeah, I think you should stick it out with Rob. I think, especially if you look back at it, you just weren't respecting his burst options. Like in general, you just weren't respecting his zone, and that's something you really need to do, especially as Rob, or as PT, because Charizard, whatever. I think also recognizing that you have to recover high as Rob is really important because on the side it's really easy to kill you, and a lot of his kills were from the side from those edge guards. Trying to think if there's anything else you should. Oh, the rolls. You gotta stop with the rolls. This guy didn't really punish it, but the thing is, by always rolling, is that they can just call it out with the dash attack. Oh no, you air dodged my first dash attack. It's okay. I'm just gonna do it again. Air dodging is probably like the worst, like one of the worst things to do in disadvantage versus Meta Knight, just because he has amazing frame data and he can kind of just do the thing you dodged the first time again. Jumping is usually like the default option you do versus Meta Knight. And disadvantage, just because even if they land it up air, it's usually pretty awkward and they have to like commit to it. Because while he has a bunch of jumps, they don't actually go the greatest in terms of like height. They don't really go that high. I compare his jump to like Steve's, except he has like 5 of them. Um, so yeah, just like respect that zone a little bit more, and also watch out for that spacing. I think that's all I really have to say. My thoughts are a little bit scattered, but I hope in the end that makes sense. Because this is a bit of a long VOD. Okay, next up, Spook Ryu versus Xavier Beastie. BC is not my student, but they also apparently wanted advice. And you know what? I can't say no to that. I'm actually not the most familiar with this matchup. Kazuya hurts my brain. I actually played him in bracket today because I picked random. And I don't understand. Like, he's just like to be a big whiff player spot, and like, but he does it in the most boring way possible. Alright, let's see what happens. He also has a really poor disadvantage, so I'm mainly watching how Xavier plays disadvantage and how Spook for you abuses said disadvantage. Because those are like the best spots I'm aware of, and like the things I'm most familiar with. Because how Yoshi plays this matchup is very different from how Robin and me Gunner play it.
2, 1, go!
Laser, um, how I don't know how disjointed down here is. I'm okay with this. It's like a mix up. It's a nice way to get the game going. But I would be careful about this in general. You might be wondering why. It's because Electric and Godfist is one of the most broken anti-airs in the freaking game, and they love spamming it. And it's also really amazing at pressuring from the ground. It's just a very broken move in general. And Kazuya's usually have very little reason not to go for it. Electric and Godfist, amazing. They mashed air dodge. Yeah, mashing air dodge is probably one of the worst things you can do versus Yoshi. Because look at his advantage state. He hits you, he's right there. He hits you again, he's right there. He hits you again, he's right there. And look, oh no, I'm air dodge. Look, he's about to land on that platform, and he can just do double jump up air. Now he didn't land on this platform, which I think is a big sell. But he could have, and you could have easily punished it. But he punishes it anyway with a up smash. Nice. And you just did it kind of just like throw out for there, just to throw out for there. Now here, as Yoshi, I want you to camp a lot more. Don't do these down airs anymore. Just play it slow, methodical, play like a whiff punish spot, or just run the freak away. You can go underneath stage into the other side, and cause you can actually kind of struggle with that a bit. And like even whenever he messes up, he's just right there. See, he finally did the like you girlfriend, and he's just kind of just hitting you for being there. See, you try going in again with it down there, and he punishes your jumping aerial. Nice laser. Now here, I don't know if he has a jump or not, but you punish it. That's amazing. Awesome. Boom. Jump nair. That nair is never gonna hit anyone, so no reason to do nair in the first place. And yeah, you can't do that air dodge. Just look. Oh, I air dodge. He's still right freaking there. But fortunately, um, to my knowledge, you're like really the like reason your jump's really bad. Does it apply to when you're in the air? And generally, you're gonna want to jump. Disadvantage versus Yoshi. Um, you either do nothing or you jump, and or you throw a move to attack because they're usually right there. And like Nair actually is pretty good, but it's not like a combo starter generally. Like, it can be, but air dodge. I'm you do the same thing again with the jump Nair. I'm kind of shocked that Nair hit. Another jump Nair. I don't know if you messed up that recovery. So thoughts. First of all, I think Spook Ryu, you guys stop jumping. Is this Spook Ryu? It is. You gotta stop jumping in with these areas, or aerials in general, but it was mostly down air. He has one of the most broken anti-airs in the game. You gotta respect the fuck out of that. It can be done, but should it be done? Probably not. And as for the cost, you just need to watch out for air dodging. That was like the biggest part. And you didn't really like combo him in general. Uh, Most of your percent were just from like stray hits from the Yoshi holding W against you.
Wins. 3, 2, 1, go!
Laser, you don't really have a reason to laser. Like egg lay is so good on this matchup. Not egg lay, egg throw. Nice kill, Kazuya. That was great. Now here, Yoshi's like eventually forced to get in versus you face to face. So you just have to respect the fact that they have to get in versus you and you play it slowly. They can like ignore you or like not ignore you. They can annoy you with X throws as much as they want, but they do have to get in eventually, and that's when you strike. And if you're confident with your combos, you can just you can maybe sear your death off of it. I was trying to say a word, but then I forgot it after like the third time I messed it up because I was so focused on trying to say the word. And that's why my voice usually isn't in videos. Because I usually have to record audio like 50 times. Yeah, you should the traditional stereotypical Kaji recovery where they just kinda like throw laser. Like Yoshi don't give a crap about laser, bro. The moment you don't need to hold out shield. The moment you see them start drifting in, you go electric ring got this, electric ring got this, and it will work. It will work. Why are we lasering? We just let him jump in for no reason. Why are you lasering again? Congrats. Okay, but stage control. Don't do that. Don't. I get how I can shield break, but you're not really that desperate. Don't do that. Just Electric Wind Godfist. Electric Wind Godfist covers like basically the same area horizontally as majority of Kazuya's grounded moves do. I think F Smash covers more room, but like you didn't see F Smash. I can tell you that. Okay. I couldn't tell you for crap what that move is called, or the inputs for that, but it worked out. Make sure no one else is chatting in a different chat. They are not perfect. Another air dodge. Another down B. Yeah, honestly, it's you're just needing to let your one gut fist. Like some of your issues and you won't accept this advantage will just be fixed by electric wind godfist. Like it'll help you out so much. I feel like a lot of times you're trying to do it, but you're just misinputting it. Just work on the electric wind godfist. Do it both ways. Um, I did a similar thing for wave bounce arc fires. Especially whenever I was first learning box. I also did this with Kazuya on box, like the first week I was learning box, which is just like make sure you do electric wind godfist 10 times in a row, in both directions in a row. Like do it left 10 times and then go, okay, now I'm gonna do it right 10 times, and just swapping back and forth. Eventually, you gotta do like 5 and 5, or back and, or see how long you can like flip flop them. You just gotta like do stuff like that. So it's a bit awkward to do the flip flop one because the auto turn around and shit. See, we messed it up. I know you weren't electric and got this there. Nice. Now that was good. I'm gonna skip ahead because honestly, I'm gonna go game 5 because majority of this stuff is just, oh no, you messed up electric and got this, or you can't do it consistently, so you didn't go for it. Well, for Yoshi, you're just getting away with it so much. Like, he's getting away with the fact you can't electric and godfish consistently, and they're doing very greedy aerials in your face. I think when they do get an aerial, like past that, they are playing well, but how they are finding these hits, I'd say is pretty greedy. It's okay to do it as a mix-up, but it's kind of like their default.
2, 1, go!
I also don't think they're the most proficient with Kazuya's movement. Like they don't really need roll away. Yeah, they're just look, they're just messing it up. I can't really like critique them that much. Because all this stuff is trying to compensate for the fact they can't do electro and Kazuya's. I see this so much in beginner Kazuya's. It's just because they can't use a broken move. They need the broken move, or else Kazuya's dog shit. And they need the iframe movement, or else Kazuya's dog shit. Electro Godfist, great. There you can up the out of shield. Unfortunate. Yeah, like, and why are you lasering? These lasers aren't really doing much. Most of the time they're getting you punished. Or like, hey, instead of like going in and make sure they can't land, just go, you can land. Yours 10%. Little quick hacks. I'm like, they're already at 110%. They should be dying anyway. I actually like that dynamic. I keep big fan. Yeah, like I did falling aerial on you, and we punished that one. Hey, look, I'm doing falling aerial on you. Oh no, you forgot I used a broken move. Hey, look, I'm gonna do falling aerial on you. Oh, that time it was rising, but oop, falling aerial. Oop, falling aerial. Oop. There, they were afraid of dying, so they didn't do this. But you see how these falling arrows are kind of just like doing? And it's like, it's okay, because Kazuya's shooting a lot, but versus Kazuya that can electric when God Fist, and doesn't have to compensate with such bad defensive options, you gotta learn how to play against that. And that you just throw a lot more eggs. A lot more eggs, you play a lot more grounded, you start doing like a dash dancing, and it's mainly like with punishing. And you can like do aerials to get in, but you have to really mix up your drift in and drift out. It also makes up what aerial you are doing. Because if you get caught, you can die. I don't think it's a great matchup for Yoshi. I don't think it's like -2 or anything, but Kazuya's Kazuya. Everyone got this? Now they got damage. Yeah, there's not really not much here. Oh, nice. Because here's the other hard part about critiquing versus Kazuya. Kazuya just plays a completely different game. But they're trying to play it like it's like they're a normal character when they just aren't. So I can't really critique the Yoshi that much. We have another Vod with them in it, I believe, so it's okay. But for the Yoshi, just play more patient, do more egg throws, um, play more grounded, and don't always do those like falling aerials, like those shift and falling aerials. For the Kazuya, please learn your stuff. Your character's bullshit, but you're playing them like he's like a little mech or some shit, and Kazuya can't get away with that. Next up, yep, we have Conrad versus Same Yoshi. Hopefully, I can say more stuff about this. I'm way more familiar with Lucina versus Kazuya.
3, 2,
Battlefield,
1,
great choice for both people.
go!
Be careful about air dodging. Air dodging is goaded. Like Yoshi loves air dodges. There, nice carrot attempt. Unfortunately, they messed up their combo. So you did side B to stall, so you get the up B and then you just jumped anyway. Like you wanted the perfect up B, but then you ruined it by jumping. Like either don't do the side B to stall, or don't use the jump. Also, if you get hit by that by like a egg layer, like a weird forwarder, you just die. Another thing is your tilts, especially like up tilt and forward tilt, are very disjointed. Especially compared to Yoshi's aerials. So instead of trying to jump in, where your body's just naturally going to be closer to them, and that sword isn't really that much bigger. Like Nair, I'd say like hitbox wise, it's probably smaller actually compared to the tilts. Also just hard to hit because Yoshi's airspeed's really good. And so you want to chase Yoshi on the ground and use like up tilt to catch their landings. Especially if they don't have the jump, then they're kind of just like combo food. Here, yeah, that down smash is really good. I believe he ducked underneath that egg, or might have broken it. I think he was more of a duck. But Forza will do the same thing. It'd hit the egg and also hit Yoshi, and then you're in a great spot. You went deep, but there's no reason for them to go deep because they literally cannot go deep. Here, the moment you see that drift in, you walk away and then you do forward air. Or you run away and then you do forward air. They've only been drifting in. Middle option. Hold up you. Oh, they just back a little bit. But then they may just shift them back. Like for the most part, they just shift them. There, you just up tilt. Nice grab. Yeah, you could frame trap. Nice forward tilt. You tried going for the down tilt, that's good. I'm glad you tried going for that. A nice F smash. A little bit late though. Unfortunate. Good for the Yoshi, but unfortunate for Conroe. See, that was like basically a fully drift in. Nice up tilt. Use forward smash. Nice. Yeah, they're probably gonna die soon. When did they die? Okay, there you go. Yeah, so same thing. You just kind of did a lot of drift into aerials. I can't criticize you much because you kind of just like destroyed them. But yeah, just watch out for those drifting aerials because that seems to be your very much default. It's a bit more okay to do in this matchup, but you gotta mix up your movement before you commit to it. And you also gotta mix up your drift a bit more often. Like you can just do drift back empty humps. That's like a very good mix up. Or you can do like a slight, or you can drift in at first and then drift back. Like you just kind of mix it up. For Conroe, Conroe I believe is a Lucina. Conroe, so here's the thing. Yoshi is better than you in the air. They're just faster than you in the air. They have amazing air drift. Um and in the air versus on the ground, your disjoints are roughly the same size. So what do we do? Instead of going in the air to try to fight Yoshi, we want to stay grounded and then fight Yoshi when he's trying to land or while he's grounded. Because here's the thing, in the air to air, if they're trying to get in, we can swim them away just fine. We have a big sword. That's okay. If they're trying to get in through the grounded, that's okay, because our tilts are better. But if they're trying to recover, instead of going in the air to swat them away, you can do this sometimes, but it's instead better to walk, because you're faster on the ground. So better to walk or run towards them or dash, whatever. Go towards them on the ground and then use up tilt, because up tilt's humongous. It is humongous. It's your like main combo starter, and it combos for a long time. If it doesn't combo, it frame traps for even a longer. So instead of going in the air to swat them away, you mainly want to be grounded and catch their landings. Because if Yoshi is stuck without a double jump, that's great for you. But a lot of the time, you're because you're also poorly spacing those like jump in aerials. All the time you're getting hit, and then it's like back to even when you could like kind of kill potentially. The other thing you should note with Lucina Nair is that she actually sticks her hand out a little when doing the Nair, because she swats her sword in front of her, and then she swats it behind her. When she swats in front of her, she's shifting her hitbox closer towards Yoshi, so you have to naturally drift back. Same with forward air. And that's another thing why using tilts is really good, because you're not consciously spacing for that. You're kind of just like jumping near them and then swatting near them and hoping it works. Next up, we have. Oh, this one's good. Lance T versus Luke. Now, Lance T I believe is a Chicago Ryu and Kin. Very good player. I think they've been PR'd before, but I don't know exactly where. Let me actually look at their stats right now, because I'm familiar enough to know that this guy competes a good bit. And I'll just read off like some of their good results or whatever. Yeah, they're PR'd in Japan, um, and Pizza Zone 2. They got third place here, and they beat Pain Chain, and they went game 5 with Noah, who's very good. They also beat Shot Me, who's very good. Recently they've been Sisyphus and Kurt Switch and Raven King, who are all like very good players. Also Lore Keeper, who's the best, I think, best Midwest Mewtwo. Like just like very good results. So now let's fire review it. My brother plays Ness, and my best friend plays Ryu. So I actually have a good bit of experience to talk about, even though it's not like to the same level or degree. I'm also just very familiar with these guys. Um, I would say like matchup wise, it's probably very even. As if Ryu does get hit, he does kind of just fuck up Ness, but Ness can like go pretty deep to like actually like recover. And the other thing to keep in mind is that everything Ness does is basically a multi-hit. So down B basically becomes useless. It might actually be Ness' favorite, if I really think about it. Ledge trapping Ryu is also very simple. Edge guarding him is very simple. It's really just the damage output. The other thing is that Red Fireball can be so slow, and whenever Ness reflects something or like absorbs something, a hitbox does not come out. So Ryu can do Red Fireball and kind of just like approach from the air, and you either absorb the Red Fireball and get hit by like a back air, or you get hit by Red Fireball and then you get back.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, you want to be willing to scrap. Nice snare. I don't agree with this neutral B. You're now in the corner. Yeah, Ryu can also let trap Ness decent amount. We're eating a lot of damage so far. They call us out for rolling W. Nice DI. Yeah, he's doing a lot more fireball now. Because he's seeing how you approach the situation. You're just trying to get info out of you. And if he gets a hit, he gets a hit, you know? Also just slows down the tempo of the game. You see how everything that says is multi-hit. As F tilt, how do we edge guard him? Okay, we messed it up. You can sometimes do stuff out of shield versus Ryu, but he's also really good on shield. So if it's not a Nair, you're generally gonna have a hard time punishing him. Very nice coverage from Lance. Oh yeah, he's generally being he's pretty aggressive, but he's mixing in the fact that he's willing to back off. Either with fireball or without. Um, what would I say would be like the main thing? I think messing up those edge cards is pretty huge. You need edge guard him. It's very important versus Ryu. Like he should not be getting away with it. Oh, you could maybe kill them. Also, just watch out for your disadvantage. Majority of the time after you get hit, you just kind of do forward air. That's like your default. Especially in the situation where you're off stage. I'm kind of just waiting for you to get back there. Nice. Very good. Very good grab. But he's very willing to overshoot, and he frame traps you. See how you shoot another forward air? There's no reason to. You're trying to get to the ledge. Just fast fault and go to the ledge. I'm currently watching for something else. Okay. I'm not gonna mention it yet. I'm just gonna go into game 2. Because there's a big thing I'm looking out for. And Lance is actually doing an amazing job of doing it, but I've not seen it from you, Luke. And I'm just waiting to see it. Okay. I still haven't seen it yet. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about you haven't overshot a single time. And that's honestly the main way Lance is actually hitting you, is he's overshooting, he's going past where you currently are and swinging there. And that's catching you a lot and getting him a lot of damage. While on the other hand, while you are mixing up undershooting and shooting very well, you need some overshooting. Because he then feels very comfortable in his space. He knows he can just walk away. Like that PK fire, there's another instance of not overshooting. Like, I'm just trying to show these examples where you don't overshoot. Boom, you attack where he is. And yeah, you've been mashing air dodge a lot in this situation. Here, I shoot where I see you. You jumped over it. Oh, I see you. Oh my god, so much damage. Holy shit. Boom, I see you there. I shot. Boom, I see you there. That was more of an undershoot than an actual shoot, but oh, I see you here. I shoot. Oh, I see you there. I shoot. Oh, I see you there. I shoot. That grab's fine. That shoot is fine. Nice. You went up there, and I was like, oh, you're still there. Shoot. The lab also might have covered jump, so that up there was high key very good. And they SD. See, they went past your space to hit you. They went past where you currently were, and they hit you, and they cut you off good. And boom, they got like 28%. Boom, they shot past where you currently were. Well, that could also be seen as like a shoot, because you were like kind of there, but kind of weren't. Boom. And another forwarder. Another forwarder. Yeah, so those are the two main things I want you to keep in mind. You are mashing forwarder a lot. You're either doing forwarder or air dodge. Those are like the only two options I really saw from you. And I didn't really see a single instance of overshooting. While Lance was saying you a lot using overshooting. You need to implement overshooting in your gameplay. I think otherwise, I think you're playing relatively well. Like I think those are just the two big things. If he's a good player, so the moment he realizes you're not going to overshoot, it's a lot harder to find damage, even if you're playing the rest of it very well. And lastly but not least, we're watching a bit of a crew battle, which is very interesting. I'm gonna make sure no one is currently chatting. Cool, 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 cool. Let me check Discord. Check if anyone's pinged me or whatever. Nope. Perfect. So let me go back to my thing, portrait mode. Cool, cool, cool. Let me go back. So, I'm gonna talk about Bayonetta versus me Swordfighter. I don't know how many stocks they play of this. But I think this matchup is actually pretty okay for me Swordfighter. I know that Jay usually runs Shuriken, so that's what I'm gonna be yapping about. Shuriken's actually very good versus Bayonetta. Um, First of all, me Swordfighter doesn't have much incentive to jump in the first place. Down tilt's really broken, and grab's really broken. In terms of like aerials, the only like broken aerial they have is back air, bro. They don't really like need to back air. Guess what they can get back air from? They can get it from a grab or a down tilt combo. Like they're not really dependent on that back air. So they don't really have much incentives to jump. They can just kind of shoot shurikens. Because the other big part is Bayonetta relies on burst options. And you mainly use aerial side B and normal side B. Aerial side B, if you're not jumping, won't really hit you. It's like, okay, we really only need to worry about ground side B. And shuriken, to my knowledge, beats out ground side B very consistently. The other thing to keep in mind is like, okay, but it's a projectile. They can witch timer or whatever. Shuriken, to my understanding, basically gives Bayonetta very little time to actually do anything. So you kind of can just do it. And also, to my knowledge, I believe you'd still take some amount of damage. So let's get right into it. If that information is wrong at any hand, my bad. This is not a matchup I normally talk about. But I really hate bananas, so I'm like somewhat familiar with her. And I think Lisa Fighter is cool. You got that big ass nose. Okay, it's one stock Bayonetta. And I don't know why the fuck Spider-Man's there. See, we shoot shuriken, and like Bayonetta's already in the corner. So with these shurikens, I want you to like, yeah, you can also kind of get away with short hops at this distance. We don't really need to worry about that. And side B can also get caught with shuriken. So if there's already like a shuriken out, just like do a short hop shuriken. But yeah, you just want to slowly approach and like keep him in that corner. Yep. Slowly to gain stage control. Lead back away. Nice. And now we're kind of just back to that shuriken gameplay. Boom, shuriken. We get caught with a side B. That's a bit unfortunate. That's because we were jumping a lot. We had nothing covering the ground. But that was actually very good SCI, I believe. I wonder if you could have done a slingshot back air into a B, but overall, very good damage, very good knockback. Here, oop, a little bit greedy. Another moment of greed, but they tried they're also greedy and they tried hardcore punishing it. Ooh, that almost killed. Yeah, here you just kind of toss shurikens, annoy them, and we get that kill. Amazing. Um, you're pretty greedy for that kill, but they didn't like really respect it. And whenever you were greedy, they were overly greedy. So like, very valid to go for, in my opinion. Who are you fighting next? Stream Tool? Nah. What is this VOD? Okay, you are now fighting Mario, and this one I'm way less familiar with. I assume Forder is a very good anti-air tool for some Mario, and surely you will be outranging Mario. Um, but you don't really necessarily have a combo breaker. So your main thing is just trying to keep them out of your zone, pester them with shurikens, when they are far away, and up close use like forward air and like up air to keep them out of your zone. Like here, yeah, same game plan of I throw shuriken, I'm keeping you out there. I want you to work for this mid range, because in this mid range, I also do well, but they need to get in that short close range. They got in, so we just run away. Run away, we ate 1%, who cares? Ooh, oh, nice SDI, I believe. Oh, what? That killed? Oh my god, you greedy son of a bitch. Oh my god, that was perfect. I loved that. We side B, who cares? We side B again. I would be careful about these overshoots with, what the fuck, 20 viewers? Okay, hello. Be careful about going for this grab, because if you whiff it and they grab you, that's a lot of damage you're about to eat. So just play it safe. Nice, nice. Oh my god, what? Nice, what? Yeah, they're just dead. They're just dead. 37? What the fuck? Is someone viewbotting me? Also, the stage is really good for you. I think that's just an amazing stage pick versus Mario. We just keep them out of that zone. We punish them for landing. Ooh, nice damage. They don't kill us. We just slightly off ledge. We don't get punished. Very hard move to punish in general. We back air. And we go for that greedy grab. That is probably where we potentially could have lost our first stock. If they like did a forward throw, it would have been a bit scary. But they don't do it. So we're keeping our stocks. They go for a greedy F smash. Down smash. Nice. Here we're just trying to conserve the stock now. We're trying to make it 3 stocks. And we keep 3 stocks. So who do we fight next? That was just very well played. That was crazy. Now here, we're doing a very similar game plan of we're pestering Sonic with shurikens. But we have to be a bit more careful, because they can travel very well horizontally and vertically, basically at the same time. So we need to be a bit more careful about our shurikens. We also need to uh, respect homing attack. Homing attack is really good. Also, generally, they're not going to be holding shield that much. They're generally going to be running away, so we need to focus on punishing running aways by default until they show that they like holding shield, for example. Halow's fine stage. I can't really criticize the stage too much. If you see here, they're immediately like just going back and forth. They're not really like doing. What is happening? Oh, is this a hand warmer? Okay. Okay, there we go. The game starts. They're in the corner. They punish you for going for the burst option. Sure, yeah. Spin dash goes insanely low. I don't know if that's the down B one or the side B one. I'm just gonna call them both spin dash. I know they technically do different things, but I just call them both spin dash. Nice interception. Yeah, I believe on side B, there's always gonna be that hop if they charge it. So punishing that is really huge. And it's really nice that Shuriken hits at that same height. So the moment we see it charged up on the ground, you can just go Shuriken, 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 and it'll interrupt eventually. We Shuriken the wrong way. The moment you see that hit you, instead of going for the snare, which the snare is fine to go for, you just go for a beat or a greedy grab if you are comfortable going for the turnaround grab. Nice. The moment that happens, you can just upbeat. Nice coverage. How do you lose two stocks from Hylia? Oh, we had some damage, and we consumed our jump. We reset back to neutral. Get that down beat. Does not go off stage. Go for F smash. Nair is so good at covering spot dodges. That was actually a really nice Nair. You've been doing it out of shield a bit, but I liked it. I think after forward air 2, you landed forward air 2, right? Let me make sure that was forward air 2. I think after this, you can just F smash him or up smash. So you could have gotten the kill here. How much does this matter? We get by dash check. Oh, we die. I think that could have been prevented if we tried recovering normally. Okay, now it's even. Go for side B off ledge. Ooh. Oh, I think you messed up the slingshot. Nice damage. Here we got punished because we're overdoing it. We're holding W a bit too much. And we do a greedy up B, which does not connect. And then we get F smash. Nice back air. Nice forward air. Nice back air. And just nice kill overall. Now, see, they're able to punish the side B. Sonic's broken. Does this lead to the kill? Yeah, that leads to it. That's how you lost the second one. Yeah, spin dash is broken. They have iframes when they release it. I don't know why. I don't know if that's why the first Shuriken lost. Might have been, might have not, because you travel so insanely far with those frames. We're fishing for those up airs. Okay, and then highly kills himself. Okay, so the main two things I noticed is there's like some weird shuriken interactions going on. I think you also got hit a lot for overextending. Uh, it just kind of felt like you're like in that jam, like you were playing hot, but I think you're pushing it a bit too much. I think there's a couple of times where you could have reset to neutral instead of just overdoing it. Um, and like at Sonic's one of those, like we saw it, they shielded the side B and then they dash attack punished you. I don't know if that's because you didn't buffer shield or whatever, but I think that might also be something to keep in mind. Although that's not like one of my main criticisms, because it happens only like what once or twice. Not something I'm too concerned about, but just something to keep in mind. But it really seemed like Spin Dash is doing some weird stuff with Shuriken. I don't know if that's some knowledge you know about. Maybe it's because the Shuriken was a bit stale or unstale, or it could have just been the iframes in that situation. Um, but I think figuring out those like Shuriken interaction with Spin Dash might help a lot, and just being more a-okay with resetting to neutral. I think in general, both this and the veil part, even though that was short, just showed that sometimes you're not cover the area they go. Um, like for example, Bayonetta, like the main part you got hit by is because you were shooting shurikens uh into the air instead of making it cover for the side beam. And in this, sometimes you would shoot the ground and they go over it. Sometimes you shoot the air and they go below it. But yeah, I think next time you do a lot better. I think just figuring out how Spin Dash interacts with that or why that specific interaction happens might help. But that's all I can really say about this matchup. Let's see. Let's see what else. I don't know how long this lasted. Me brawler. Yeah, I can maybe say some stuff about this. I have my me brawler experience. Hello, Luke. So I fought in a couple me brawlers. Sea Doggos, one of them. Um, but like the main good me brawler I fought is your bro. Your bro, I believe, is PR'd in one of the like island countries of the United States. Um, like it's under United States control. But it's like their own country. I don't know how that exactly works. It's one of them that he's like PR'd in. A very good player. Has multiple like Lumi rank wins. Um, so that's where most of my Meat Brawler experience is coming from. Here, you're trying to do the same thing as you were with Mario. Mario and Meat Brawler are very similar, or you're just trying to keep them out. I don't know what set this player is using. But another thing you have to compare to Mario is that you have to respect down B if they're using the broken down B, which they most likely are, because that is really good. However, it's not as broken as Zero Suit's down B, so you can like actually somewhat challenge it. But yeah, for the most part, you're just playing it like the Mario matchup. You're just trying to keep them out. Boom, go away. Yeah, you just shoot shurikens, cover that low, and make sure they can't get in. They can't do a tomahawk grab. That's the only option that beats you there. Oh, they're the side B. I don't know if they told you that or not. So far they're letting you get away with shields. Not you're being very aggressive. I like that a lot. Overshoot with the grab. Side B. Nice. We run away. Perfect. Amazing. I loved that. You overshot, so you're like, nah, this time I'm just running away. Uh oh. Uh oh. They messed up. We tried cheesing them. Nice. They didn't punish us. It would have been very hard to punish in the first place, but. Oh, and they catch us off the edge. We don't die. Nice. You take a stock from the meat brawler. I don't remember. Nice down B. Greedy, but it worked out. And then finally they caught you for shielding. They could just done a B and killed you. Another greedy option. You're playing very greedy, but I understand why. But you're playing very greedily, and they punish it a couple times, which is for the most part why you ate so much percent. Also that overshoot costed you a bit. He wasn't like getting insane damage from you. He only did like one decent combo against you. But I don't really have too much to add with that context of that match. I think the things I said earlier apply to this completely. Or you just need to watch out for overextending with those grabs. And you watch your shuriken shooting and like go, okay, I'm covering this space, so how do I deal with them either jumping over it or them dashing under it, for example? Or okay, how do I deal with them shielding or them shielding over it? etc. You're forcing rock paper scissors, and you're trying to cover the other two options. Because if the third option is them getting hit by shuriken, you don't give a fuck about that, you know. Do I have any other Vods? I do not. Oh my god, guys, we made it. This is the end of the stream. We survived. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for all the support.